Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dragonmark Symphony here on Natural One Media. I am your DM for the evening, Dylan, and we're gonna jump right into it. No hesitation, no breaks. Last time we were playing together, our group, our fearless heroes, were actually leaving the King's Citadel after having hid out there for a little while. Breaking away from the little break room that they had taken some time to get a long rest in, they were gifted with some additional potions to sort of spread out amongst the group to be better prepared for the task at hand, which, to remind everyone, is that they are going to attempt to find their way into Castle Broken Blade from the northern wall through hopefully being able to locate a hidden door that was constructed into the wall a long time ago. And by doing so, we'll hopefully be able to make their way into the castle undetected and reach a sort of magical conduit that is located in the tallest tower of the castle. Hopefully disable it, and in doing so, cut off the rogue Warforged's power at its source. In our last session, the group, sort of breaking away from the King's Citadel, began their journey. They moved northward through the small settlement of buildings that's located on the eastern side of the inner wall of the castle there. In doing so, they managed to narrowly avoid the watchful eye of a lot of the Warforged in the taller towers above, especially with the assistance of the full-on raid at the front of the castle, being led by the remaining members of the King's Citadel, as well as Caspian Durant, who is not with the group for this mission. They sort of made their way from building to building, trying to avoid detection, and along the way, happened across a unique new form of Warforged that they had not encountered before, behaving in a manner much akin to that of a trapdoor spider. Carefully maneuvering past them, they were able to successfully reach the northern side without too much trouble. And when we had left off, they had literally slipped around the corner to make their way to the actual northern wall. Their goal. Very well done in the last session. Very nicely taken care of.
Thank you.
And now, yeah, you know,
We got pretty lucky.
Yeah, it was all set.
when it's
pulled it all together.
When it's a stealth mission, silence is key, and I don't think anyone was more silent in that session than nicely done.
Facts.
But that now brings us. I'm so excited to do this. That now brings us back into the game. All of you quickly cut around the corner, keeping close to the wall to avoid detection. And as you do so, you find yourself face to face with a very large, very imposing, flat wall of aged brick and mortar stretching up into the sky as we transition to our map.
It's been a bit.
Been a little while for you all. Everybody make sure,
while.
please, that you can move your character.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, make sure you
Whoa.
can rotate them as well.
Franny, what the fuck are you doing?
Taking the spin.
Remember, if they're
okay.
paralyzed, you're going to rotate them sideways. If they are knocked out, you're going to...
Man, shout out to that shout out to that TCG reference right there.
shout out to that 40-year-old game. All
Not
right,
yet. We're not there yet.
we're getting there. So, you can all see before you that there is this large, flat expanse of wall ahead of you. It does kind of curve inward on two sides. There's sort of like a 45-degree bank coming off of the sides there. But otherwise, it just appears to be a flat wall. Somewhere, hundreds and hundreds of feet ahead of you, or above you, I should say, overhead, there are further embankments and probably some walkways where you can only imagine there are Warforged keeping an eye out, though you cannot see them from here, and you can only hope that they cannot see you as well. You have a literal wall in front of you. What do you do?
Not those hypothetical walls.
It's not
Literal.
the mental barrier, really. It's a physical barrier in this.
I like my threats to be metaphysical, though.
Yeah, I know you
This
do.
is the wall that we estimate is where the door is, correct?
Correct. Yeah, this whole area that you're looking at right now, this is where it is predicted that the entrance would have been built.
Okay. I am gonna go ahead and then move down over here and just start working my way across the wall, like feeling it out and stuff.
All right, I want you to make me a little bit of like a base investigation check. This one. See if you
Investigation. Okay.
while I.
Dirty 20.
Hey.
Oh. Okay. So what I can tell you right now, as you feel the wall, first and foremost, it doesn't feel any different from like a standard like cobblestone or brick and mortar wall. It's still very, very hard. You can feel where the mortar, has been dried for potentially hundreds of years, depending on how long this castle has been in place. Spoiler alert, it's been here for a long time.